Hello everybody, Prince of the Bear here. We're back at Epcot because it's time for the international festival holidays.
For beverages.
What do you do after the holidays when you don't want to deal with your family anymore?
Drink.
Your drinks. So we're here to provide those for you.
Sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And invite.
Twice.
Kona Big Wave. We just had this recently at Gasparilla Island Grill at the Grand Floridian. It's very hoppy. You can really taste like the floral notes to it. I'm not a huge fan. I'm glad I only got a 6 ounce. I would give it a 3 out of 5 pops.
Nice Kona Big Wave. I need something this refreshing today. It's not hot today, it's just humid. But I still need something refreshing. Like a wave. Because waves are refreshing. If you hadn't got that, I don't know what I'm doing. It's a bit on the bitter side. But tolerable. Definitely, as I said before, sipping beer. Not really like a drinking beer. Calmly sip this. With the seagulls that aren't seagulls in the background. 3.5 out of 5 plus. So here we have our melon cocktail with spiced rum. Smells very melony, like honeydew. But I don't know why they would just put generic melon and not just say honeydew melon. Maybe that's too long. Too many words. Shorter is better. Oh yes, it's definitely honeydew melon. Or spiced rum. Oof. If I can find some honeydew juice, or I suppose I could just puree my own honeydew. We have the tools. We can rebuild it. Give it 4.5 out of 5 plus. It's tasty. Like some Sailor Jerry and some like pureed honeydew. This is my jam. Here we have the Horchata beer. Probably not safe for the princess, so we're not going to chance it. I'm just going to sip this lager-ish looking beer. There's something crawls to me. I'll be real, it just tastes like a regular lager. I don't really get horchata from that in any way, shape, or form. It's not given. Maybe somebody with some more refined Latin taste buds will tell me differently, but I'm not feeling horchata from this. It's not bad, but you know how I feel about truth in advertising. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
So I have a gingery cinnamony drink. Cheers. Oh, it's very cinnamon. It tastes like Kris Kringle. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 Christmases.
A mule, another plastic mule cup. Because the princess can't resist herself. That's fine. I had spicy food and need something to wash it down. That's for all those people out there saying I shouldn't stir my food. Anyway, it is very gingery, very cinnamony. I can't taste the alcohol. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I do know it's quite drinkable and fairly decent for a cocktail. Not my favorite, but it wouldn't be offensed if you ordered this for me, per se. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Pumpkin spice ginger cocktail, and I love these glasses. We already have a bunch of these at home. If we didn't, I would make Bear take more of these. Oh, It's kind of like a light pumpkin. I'm not mad at it. It's a little more vodka forward, but not like too harsh. I like this. I think this is like a 4.5 out of 5 pumpkins. I think the Foolish Morgans would appreciate this.
A pumpkin ginger spice mule.
Pumpkin spice ginger.
Pumpkin spice ginger mule.
No.
Not a mule, just
pumpkin
vodka.
spice ginger
Just
cocktail
okay.
with vodka.
Pumpkin spice ginger cocktail with vodka. So many ingredients. Well, that's not bad. Not bad at all. That gives me the Christmas spirit. Right up in my chest. And probably my bloodstream. 4 out of 5 plus. I don't care how good it is, there's no one in the world is getting more of these. This is $14 a pop. It's almost as much as her goji pours. Ooh, it is quite good though. Not that I want to pay $14 more good, but it is very good. Very deep, very punchy grape. It really just tastes like grape juice. If you like one of those wine people that doesn't like the taste of wine, it's probably for you. 4.5 out of 5 plus. So I decided to come over here and hang out with my brethren and try this delicious looking blonde cookie ale. Now I asked them which the cashier and the rest of the crew preferred, whether it was this or the peanut butter beer. I went with the cookie blonde ale. I trusted them. They said that all the beers in Canada are a bit on the sweeter side. We're going to see how true that is. I understand how they got cookie because it tastes like a bit of like a buttery beer. But I don't really get cookie from that. It's not bad. But it's definitely not as good as I was expecting it to be. It's a very drinkable beer. But it's one of those truth in advertising things. Cookie blonde. I'm expecting cookie flavor. And I'm not getting it. 3 out of 5 plus.
Pumpkin spiced oat milk drink here from France that I'm really excited to try. Oat milk is a superior plant milk. Oh wow. You can taste the cognac. It kind of like blends it down so you don't have to swish it so much. The stuff got all over my face, but it's a very nice, like, light pumpkin. I really enjoy it. I think it's one of my favorite drinks I've had at a World Showcase. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Oat milks.
Never said no to like oat milk and anything. Oat milk cognac? We're gonna try that at home, most definitely. I don't know about pumpkin blended though. That's more of like a Foolish Morgans kind of thing. But you know, it's almost like a vegan liquid pumpkin pie with a kick. If you're a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving stand, you're gonna love this. If you don't like pumpkin, I would avoid this. Otherwise, it's quite refreshing. 4 to 5 plus. I feel like we keep running into the opportunity for frozen whiskey sours. which might be my new jam. I just had one recently. I don't remember where it is, but I loved it. This one, a nice big blackberry in it. Frozen, give it a little stir. Been sitting for a little bit. As always, cheers to the community. Woo. Ooh. It is a whiskey sour. It's sour and tart at the same time. Got a nice flavor, and it is it's a very strong pour. I think they're probably still pre-mixed, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
Japanese Christmas punch, which is got sake in it. Oh yeah, yeah. You can definitely taste like a sake and a plum wine and all kinds of Christmas in a drink. This is a 4.5 out of 5 sake.
Nice Christmas punch, Japanese style, with plum wine and sake and then cranberry. All things you should be doing at Christmas, right? Only us? Ooh. The cranberry with the plum rum is a nice touch. I may have found the princess's new drink at home during Christmas time. It sort of eats away at the tartness of the cranberry and rather smooth drink all the way through. Given that, tell us 4 out of 5 claws. I have nagged on this festival about the food being in the drinks. The drinks are good. They know what we want to do for the holidays. Because if we needed another tiny plastic Disney cup at home, well, I can only say no to the princess so many times. I can still say no. Probably 2 or 3 times. Maybe 4 or 5. But if a plastic cup is what she wants, it's fine with me.
At least where they're not single use at that point.
I get a hint of licorice. It's not bad. It's more muted actually than most sake you taste. Pretty clean, especially for it was a, I think it was a Nagori?
It doesn't say.
Junmai. It's Junmai. So it's pretty smooth. It's about on par for most sakes we have here. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 claws. The Prost festive beer. I didn't want to do a whole flight. This is the one that sort of jumped out at me. Nice and drinkable, a little bubbly in it.
Prost.
Prost. Ooh, very light and drinkable. Some textures to it, like caramel notes out of it. This is very good. It's like in that Bud Light category, but 1,000 times better. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
We have some beautiful house-made spiced wine that is served hot because I'm not smart, and there's a cinnamon stick in it. Ooh, that's like one of those like Christmas punches that you have. Like everybody gets a little scoop of. This is amazing. This is like a 4.5 out of 5 wines. If it wasn't a billion degrees outside, I would drink like 6 of these.
Hot spice wine. The whole load of cinnamon. At least give you a nice cup. I'd almost let the princess keep this cup. I'll probably let her keep it. Since I accidentally threw away her sake cup.
No, I want the sake cup. You're gonna have to buy me another sake.
I'm gonna get you another sake cup. I accidentally threw it away, wasn't thinking, walked by a trash can and just dropped it.
So very Bear of you.
Very Bear things. As for the spiced wine, it smells spicy, like spices. Oh, and it's hot. This is hotter than, I think it's hotter than the hot cocoa. It's very warm. any environment other than this would be amazing. Flavor's good though. 3 out of 5 plus. A UFO triple berry. I'm already thinking, I firmly believe in things from outer space. More than I believe in things here, per se. Refreshment Outpost continues its trend of being the place during any festival with the most weird and or unique beers, depending on how you want to look at it. And they don't skip on like a 12 or 16 ounce nonsense. It's all like destroy your gut, 16 ounces here at Refreshment Outpost. I still say get rid of it. Let's try this beer. It is very berry. I think it's almost on the verge of a sour, but it's very light sour. It's like very berry forward. It's definitely more sippable than any beer that I've tasted here at a festival or here at this booth in a while. But I'm not in love with it. We're even a 3 out of 5 plus. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Hark the herald margarita sing. Glory to starting in Mexico. That is the only way it should be. Cheers to pomegranate marg. Props to them pre-making these and keeping them in the fridge. Ice isn't melted and you can still taste the mezcal. This is a good marg. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 mezcals. It would be better if they made them fresh, but I totally get it. The line to Mexico is always ridiculously long.
A festive margarita with a sprig of rosemary. Christmas time truly has arrived in the wrong starting country.
Rude.
Ooh. I wish all my Christmases were that strong. Nice and tasty. You can taste the pomegranate. I was expecting it to be more subtle, but that's kind of a punch. I get on board with that. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Always love and appreciate a good cerveza in Mexico because I love and appreciate all things from Mexico. I will always remember them. Oh, that's a very floral beer. I wouldn't put it in the IPA category, but it's hugging the rails. I'm glad I didn't get this. This is like a 2 out of 5 hops.
A nice holiday cerveza, brewed seasonally, just for holidays. We're all about winter-themed beers or holiday-themed beers because we don't really have winter here. Cheers. It's definitely got those Mexican beer characteristics. Or like Mexican beer with like a holiday spice, which can lead it to being a little bit bitter. I feel like a lime would have made this a lot better. Honestly. I think that's what it's missing. Otherwise, it could be a standard beer. As it is, I give it 2.5 out of 5 claws. It's not awful, but I won't be running back here to get this. Another edition of Three Daughters beer.
It's a winter spice lager. It tastes spiced.
Does it taste like winter?
It tastes hoppy. I don't think it tastes like winter. It's not even a winter ale. I'm actually kind of sad that I got this in a 12 ounce. I probably should have gotten a 6. This is a 2.5 out of 5. $3. Not all $3 are going to college with this drink.
One of these days, we're gonna do like an ink blot test with like the foam on beer. Is that a snowflake? Does anybody else see a snowflake?
I don't.
It's either a snowflake or a ghastly Pokemon. One of the two.
I just see foam on a beer.
Other than being cold, I don't get winter from that either. I do get some spices that are reminiscent of some sort of like holiday treat. But I'm expecting a bit more. Especially for $3, because you get such flavorful ciders and beers. I'm expecting more punch, more than just the spice, which is really all that it is. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 plus. It's not my jam. We have the cocoa candy cane. Hot cocoa with whipped cream, candy cane, powdered sprinkles on top. Florida is a fickle beast. A week ago, we were hitting 40 degrees at night in Orlando. Today, it's 85 degrees, and I thought it would be a wonderful idea to get hot cocoa in the middle of the day. Like the warmest part of the day. Don't do what I do. But this is for you guys. And yes, my magic pills. Ooh. With the like sparing amount of like the powder on top, I thought it wasn't gonna taste like candy cane at all. It literally tastes like a chocolate covered candy cane. It's actually quite good. And not offensively warm. I feel like I need like a roaring fire and Caribbean Christmas music.
Christmas on the island.
Exactly. I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5 plus. If you can stomach it in this heat, I say get it. And I get it.
Let's go with a hazel Nutty-Cracker beer. Cheers. Ooh, it's almost like chocolate. It's so good. This is a rich dessert beer. A slow sipper, but definitely one to enjoy. This is a 4 out of 5 yeasties.
There's an old saying said by absolutely nobody. Nowhere in the world. The darker the beer, the happier the bear. And that does make me happy. It's a nice stout with a like hint of sweet. But the sweet in the name is not a joke. It almost drinks like a sweet coffee chocolate stout. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 plus. It's worth getting a 12 ounce.
Tradition. Touring, get in here. Hey! You know what's up.
I think we've had enough drinks for the festival holidays to finally scare the family away.
We drank, we drunk.
It lit up the princess's life.
Oh, it lit up my life.
But the drinks are definitely the standout this year. The food has gotten slightly better, but the drinks are definitely the reason to come to festival holidays. It can be the reason at all.
Pumpkin spice, though.
Yes.
It actually made us a little bit basic this year. We're just a little bit more basic now, thanks to Festival of the Holidays.
But if there's any drinks that we missed, by all means, let us know in the comments below. If there's anything you want us to come back and do again, that's going to be a place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Hey!
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, instead of me wearing these tights, Bear is gonna wear these tights.
I look better in them anyway. What you heard the girl?
I mean, they cute though, right? 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 Bear should wear these tights.
Our true prince has arrived. If there's any candlelight professional that I ever wanted to go to, it's definitely this one. I'm sad now. A little sad.